I'm excited and nervous all at the same time to see what's inside here, but we're gonna go take a look. So I'm excited to show you, I just purchased this house on Purdom. It's in Alvarado, it's a brand new house. It's my first time actually going through it with a fine tooth comb, seeing what I'm gonna do to the house as far as rehab. It's going to be a rental, so it's a 3-bed, 2-bath, right around 1,200 square feet, just a little less than 1,200 square feet. Does have a sunroom on the front, has a deck on the back.
On this note of the water, I think there's leaking in both bathrooms to the point where you've got standing water in the backyard.
Okay.
So that's gonna be foundation to
All in a day's work.
But I don't understand the attic thing.
I
went up
can't
there.
do anything with it. It's a whole bunch of space that you can't
Yeah,
even get
it's got
access.
like it's drop ceiling tie backs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
get it
know.
either. I have no clue.
Okay.
I want to replace
Yeah.
the windows.
Right.
And fix this,
Yeah.
cover this hole up, and I want to paint this room.
Are you
Change.
cool skimming and texturing in here to
I'm okay with that.
that way everything's orange feel? Okay.
So our bathroom configuration stays the same, I'm assuming, with the shower over here, toilet over here, vanity here, no tub. Yeah, right.
Do you want to do a stand-up shower then, no tub?
What do you think? This is gonna go, so, right? That's what we said? Or do
If you turn this toilet this way,
Mhm.
and do a little pony wall, or even do a full wall, you could put.
shower
we'd have
tub combo
yeah,
here?
we'd have to move the drain, but I mean, I need to open all this up anyway to figure out where that dripping is.
Yeah, but I'll do countertops.
Do you have another
sink.
one of those sinks?
Yeah, I've got another
Same
sink.
thing. Okay.
And then I'll get all the appliances. All the appliances are gonna go.
I like it.
Yeah.
Fridge too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So that one might. I don't know.
this one, if it's in good shape, it just needs to be clean.
Yeah, I think it's fine. And just go
Yeah.
black with everything
Yeah,
else.
I'll just go black
Yeah.
with the other ones,
Yeah, yeah.
and that'll be fine.
The room has 2 windows, so you still have one that way. You would just close that off and make it. Just a thought. I don't know how much that would get you for the 4.2.
It's not necessarily the price on something like that. On something like that, it's the time.
Sure.
And I'm trying to get out of here quick.
Okay. Yeah.
So I would say let's don't.
Okay.
Let's
So then leave this.
Change the window. I'll change these countertops to match that. And
Just leave these counters here and paint them, and just leave this as like a buffet serving area.
no, I'm gonna change them.
No, I know that, but I'm saying like
But
leave the layout.
yeah,
Leave the
for sure.
layout.
Yes, leave the layout.
Okay.
It's gonna be like you said, a little serving area.
All right, so I got this house on a good deal. I really did, I promise I did. I ain't had no clue what I was walking into in there, man. The house I actually saw, and I felt encouraged. And then I stepped to the backyard and I was like, oh man, it's another world out here. It's gonna cost me like $10,000 just to clean it up. So, I mean, it is what it is. You know, luckily I got the house as a good deal. So I'm gonna work through it, but it's a little bit more work than I thought it was gonna be. It's the part of investing. Sometimes you win, sometimes you win less, but I'll deal with it. We'll make this thing rent ready and we'll get out of here and it'll be nice and pretty just like the last one. So right now I'm flexing my building muscles a little bit, and today we're at our James Street build job. So this is the house that we're building, new construction, for a buyer that I've already sold this house to. She's getting her brick put on today. So last week we passed our rough-in inspections, which consist of your air conditioning inspection, your electrical inspection, and your plumbing inspection. So once you pass that, now you can wall everything up. We also passed our brick check, so now the guys are out here putting the brick on the brick ledge, so that way we can get the exterior elevation looking good. And then next from that is gonna be insulation and drywall on the inside. So we are moving right along on this house. It's awesome. We're awesome. This is what we do. Depending on what time of day it is, I'm not sure what I'm gonna be doing. I might be the realtor at 3, the builder at 4:30, and the rehabber at 6. Right now, I'm the builder, okay? So the next time you see me, I might be the realtor. But no matter what it is, man, we put our all and effort into everything, and that's how we get here. Yeah, the build is actually ahead of schedule. The only thing we're really a little bit nervous about is the permanent power. That goes through Encore, and when we call for permanent power, it could be put in a day, it could be 3 weeks. So we put the order in, hopefully it comes in not too soon, but also not too late. And then we can move forward with this house, get it closed, and get on to the next one. Because when the brick came off the truck, the undertones of it showed a sign of like a dark red or maybe a maroonish color. And this buyer wants this brick white, like white, ultra white with white sand. And so it kind of gave the impression that it might not be that. I was super nervous. Now that I see it put on, it looks amazing. It's exactly what I was hoping it would be. It's better than the original brick that we picked and we couldn't get. This was our second option, and it's turning out fantastic. So we're here in Cleburne, Texas. Cleburne is a city next to a city that we do a lot in Alvarado. So the street name for this one is Alvarado Street, but the city is Cleburne, Texas. Cleburne is geographically a little bit bigger than the city of Alvarado, but they're adjacent to each other, right on east and west of I-35W. So proximity to Fort Worth, probably about 45, 50 minutes. Proximity to Hillsboro, probably about 25 minutes. So we're in the country, but this house here is inside the city limits of Cleburne, about 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes from downtown Cleburne. So man, on this one, problems, man, where do I start? From the beginning, we couldn't find a surveyor to do it. When we did find a surveyor, that surveyor was at the end of his useful life as a surveyor, so he was taking forever. It took us like 6 months just to get this property surveyed. These properties were together as one lot, so we had to replat with the city. This area is inside city limits, so we had to get permits pulled, we had to get the replat approved, we had to go through zoning change. It was just a nightmare. And they just kept pushing us back. Then once we got through all of that, FEMA stepped in because the property's in a floodplain. So you notice the house is sitting higher off the ground. We had to build it 2 feet up out of the floodplain, so that way the chances of it flooding over a 100-year span are minimized. So it's been some challenges along the way as far as materials being delayed, and when we were starting to pour the foundation, it started raining. So we had to wait a few days. Then when we wanted to do framing, it rained again. So it's just been over and over and over, nonstop, just pushbacks. But we're still here, we're still doing our thing, and this thing's gonna come out beautiful, regardless.